in looking back in the 1992 report, they said that it was disturbing to see the low number of black cops within the municipalities of Westchester County. This is 1992, right? Me being in law enforcement for 28 years, the numbers haven't changed, basically, other than Mount Vernon, they go up and down. Mount Vernon is the only police department historically, that will have a black commissioner, right? A lot of police departments, black people don't rise up past lieutenant, but now they got a chief in Mount Vernon, but that's Mount Vernon. How do we fix that? How do we work on that to move forward? Because in changing the police departments, we protect our children.
One thing I think we need to do is, in our schools, we need to better prepare our kids and instill education into them so that they understand the process of becoming a police officer or a firefighter. We don't really do that in our school. And right now, with the police standards, they are raising them up. As they see more and more African Americans come in, though, they start to change the game. That's how the game's always been played. That's how it's going to continue to be played. But what we have to do is we have to educate our youth so that they can have the opportunity and all the tools that they need to be able to apply for these jobs and take these tests and be successful on the tests. So those are some of the steps that we have to look at in our community. And, you know, that's where I would focus at. And I would focus more out on community outreach to make sure that people in our community know about these tests, know about the when are the tests coming up, because a lot of people don't know. So, you know, and it's funny too, because I remember just about 2 months ago, I saw the recruiting signs in Yonkers on something, and I said, wait a second, and I called you up. I said, Yonkers got recruiting signs on the window. They got tests coming up for police officers. How come we never do that in our city? How come nobody knows?
And they advertise in Black Westchester.
And they advertise in Black Westchester where it's going to reach black people. So these are the things we have to focus on to make sure that we hold our cities and our folks accountable to make sure that the proper information gets out there so that everybody knows about these things. Because usually in our communities, nobody ever knows. You know, and by the time they know, they're not prepared. And we need to do something about those test fees on a lot of this stuff too, because some of the folks don't have the money to pay to take their tests. So we have to look at that as well. And that I see as just nothing more than a money-making process for the police department and others, because you can make that test free. And it doesn't take that much money or you know, to do the administration of that test. It's the government, they can do it.